Hey divas, welcome back or welcome to Natiyaps. Today we're going to be doing an updated makeup tutorial. I already had a makeup tutorial up, but it was a little hard to follow since it was like so overstimulating. And on top of that, I've changed some products, so I might as well make like an updated one. Behind all good makeup is good prep. I start off with La Roche-Posay moisturizer. I like it because it sits really good under my makeup and it doesn't make anything cakey. A lot of people ask me how my makeup stays on and it doesn't crease and it's not dry. I make sure I have good prep that hydrates me properly. Then I go in with this Access Y eye serum. It has collagen, so it really wakes me up, and it's really helped with my dark circles. Usually I'm up very late editing and just scrolling on TikTok, to be honest, that I forget to sleep and I get dark circles, and this helps a lot. It helps me get rid of those dry spots where makeup really likes to cling. Straight from my fridge, I use this metal gua sha. With the big roller, I roll on my chest and move it to my collarbone, then to my neck. I love face rolling. I have it always in my car. I do it while I drive, during stoplights. I don't really know if it does anything, but it makes me feel better. Then with the small side, I go in under my eyes, temples, over my eyes, and down my nose. And last for prep, the most important step is my primer. I will take off my makeup if I do not have my primer on my face. I do 3 pumps. Make sure I get that everywhere on my face. Preferably not in your eye though, fuck. Next, I move on to brows. I like using the Sephora brow wax. That's like $13, so underrated, and it's always in stock. This is my most underrated item. I've used all types of brow products. They all flake, they all get crusty. I adore this brow wax. Next, I go in with a lip stain. This is a staple. I use this every single day, even before the gym. It's like a natural pink lip, and it actually stays, and even when it's drying out, it still won't like mess you up. I've tried the Sachi one, the one that peels off. I don't like it. At one point, it just gets really crusty. Usually after doing my lips, I would do my lashes, but since they're already done, I'm just gonna show you what I use. For my first layer, I like to do a heavier lash, and I use the Vivez Beauty ones. I apply it with this glue. And my lash map is 14, 12, 12, 10. And then you add a layer of glue on top of your Vivez Beauty lashes. And then I go in with a lighter lash from You Cool Me Style Vivi. And then I do 14, 12, 10. You're gonna add the 14 in between your 14 and 12. You're gonna add your 12 between your 12 and your 12. And you're gonna do the 10 in between your 12 and your 10. If you guys need a tutorial on how to put on lashes, I'm more than happy to do that. Please comment if you need that. By now it should be dry and my primer should be sticky, so I'm gonna take this off really quickly. You can use micellar water or normal water on a wet Q-tip, on a wipe, anything. For my base, I blend it with a sponge. Now, your sponge should not drop water, okay? That's not it. You're gonna get your towel and you're gonna squeeze all the water out. Your sponge initially should be soaking wet, and you squeeze out the water. You know your sponge is ready when you squeeze it and your hand is not wet and it's not dropping any water. I use Huda Beauty's concealer as a foundation because I really like the formula. I know it's not my shade, preferably get your shade. You're gonna do light taps all around your face. Avoid putting it in the area under your eyes. When you really start layering product under your eyes, that's gonna cause creasing, regardless of your prep. Next, I go in with Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless Filter as a contour. Then I use the LYS contour stick for my nose. I never do it on my face because it always seems to break me out. I have combination extremely acne prone skin. I just do a line. Any excess I have, I put it on my lids. And then what I have on that little dot, I bring up 2 thin parallel lines on my nose. It's okay if it's not super snatched right away. We can fix that with concealer. I use Real Techniques brushes for my base. I have blonde hair, so I have to keep my hair back, but you blend like this. Like a tap and drag upwards. And out what's on your eye, on the chin, bring it down. Same thing on the other side. For my forehead, I like to keep this area somewhat untouched. I'm just keeping it like this. Then I go in with ColourPop blush. If you haven't noticed, I like to start off with my cream products and then I move on to my powder. I highly recommend not putting cream over your powder. A lot of people argue with me about that, but although there are formulas that work over powder, it's recommended that you do not put cream over your powder because it will make your makeup look muddy or patchy. I blend my blush in with the same brush that I use to contour, and same for your nose. If I use this brush for my powder contour, I cannot use this for my cream contour, okay? it's gonna do the same effect. You're gonna still have that patchiness and that muddy look. Then I go in with this concealer from Westman Atelier. I would say this concealer, this contour, and this primer are my must-haves. If I could influence you to buy anything on here, it'd be these three. I love them. I do little triangles. Then I follow that with a Tower 28 concealer. I'm gonna do a little overlap. Now with the pointy side, I'm gonna blend it in tapping motions, just like your foundation, or in this case, your concealer. I like to blend up, so I have that like, do a little dragging motion. And then along my nose, I'm like stamping. I keep getting little eye boogers. I'm done with my cream, now I'm gonna do my powder. I like to start off with my Physicians Formula bronzer. It smells super yummy. I take a fluffy Real Techniques brush, this is 200. Exactly where I put my cream contour, I do the same thing for my powder. Then I go in with my Dior blush. I love her, I bedazzled her. It's a little baby pink. Make sure you're tapping out the excess product. It's okay to start off with a little bit and then build it on as it goes. You don't want to have too much and then it's irreversible. It's literally irreversible. A little bit on my nose with a flat, fluffy brush. I'm gonna do a little contour on my nose too. Then I do some powder. I use this pink pressed powder from Givenchy. I bedazzled her too. I take a triangle puff and really get it in there. A little bit here. And then any excess, I just blend out. I use the highlighter from this Smashbox palette. Tip on my nose, a little bit here. Then I fill in my brows with some Benefit Pomade. I don't like the brow gel, but this is really good. This is one side done. I get a flat angled brush and I just tap it in, remove a little bit of product, a line under the brow, and then fluff that up. Then I go in and also do my lip combo. I love using Makeup Forever lip liners. Right now I'm doing Endless Cacao and Anywhere Caffeine. It's like my go-to lip combo. Then I go in with Huda Beauty powder and the same little triangle puff just along my nose. Then I like to line up my brows. Then instead of wiping away the powder, I like to tap it in. Then I set it with Skindinavia Bridal Setting Spray. This you can get it on Amazon. I'd say this is the dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, but I'd say this one even works a little better because it's made for brides. This is not a setting spray. This is gonna melt your powder. And then you're gonna follow it with one size, which is what actually sets your makeup. This one size will like make like a film, like a waterproof film on your face that really keeps your makeup on. These two, or Charlotte Tilbury and this one, will really keep your makeup on. I won't be using them because I'm literally about to take this makeup off, but this is my makeup look. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want any other videos from me, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.